What is this ski trip to you?
This ski trip, it has nothing to do with actually skiing. This isn't a ski trip to me. This is a trip. This is a friend trip.
Well, we have a licensed contract with the Talking the Attic to call this episode The Ski Trip.
Ski trip. Okay. Quote. End quote.
It's okay. That adds ambiance.
It's a mess in this attic. Lot going on, but there ain't no need to panic. Come on up and join. We getting wild, getting manic. Spitting truth for all you fanatics. Every week got something new to say. Ain't no filter, this shit coming straight from the brain. It's coming straight from the brain. Yeah, it's coming straight from the brain.
Every year we do this guys trip. It started when we were 17. So it's always been my grandparents' house down the road, and we always went to Boyne and then turned into this, and we just keep it going. But I forgot that it was Dan Spahalski.
My mom would take me and my friends up to Canada to go snowboard.
We started going to Searchmont, Canada.
Actually, Dan just talked about that.
Oh, did he? Yeah, when he got good enough grades. Did he say that?
No, he didn't say that.
Yeah, that was part of the deal. So if he got good enough grades, his mom would take couple of guys up to Searchmont, pay for the whole thing. It's a good gig.
That's a good incentive, though.
Yep. We did that for a couple of years.
So we did that for like 3 years, and then
Grades fell off. Yep. We missed a year because he did not get good enough grades.
And when he bombed his grades, I'm like, well, I'm not going to stop this.
No offense to Danny, he seems like an all-around awesome guy, but like maybe tying your extracurricular ski activities to his grades wasn't the best thing if you want to ski a lot. Was there a lot of pressure from you guys on Dan for that part of it?
Yes, but there's no pushing that guy to do something he doesn't want to do.
No.
wanted to keep doing ski trips, and
yeah.
Well, it turned into this. His mom wouldn't take us to Canada anymore, so we started doing this. And
you guys are also in your 30s now.
Yeah, it's not going to stop.
And yeah, it's like the one trip a year that we get to go out and get messed up.
It's just being out here with your friends, having a good time, making memories.
Hell yeah. So these are all, what's the group here? These are all friends of yours from high school?
Oh, yeah, yep. Basically everybody here I went to high school. I've known them for over 15 years. So, I mean, it's good that we're still close together, so.
But, keep your friends close, enemies,
Closer,
definitely.
Well, it's refreshing is what it is. And even on a day like this, I mean, you tell me, that's good as it gets.
Especially today, the sun, it just makes it a better day.
Have you ever heard of perineum sunning? Putting sunlight like on their asshole and their taint area will help?
I do it, yes.
Have you done it?
I'm a big proponent of that, yeah.
You're glowing.
Mm-hmm.
How many of these ski trips have you been to?
This is my first one.
First one?
Yes.
Ours too.
I'm a newbie.
Yeah.
I think this is my 5th year coming.
This is my 3rd year. Last year I didn't go. I was at my cousin's bachelorette party.
Oh, well. Were there strippers, male strippers?
There were not male strippers. It was all outdoors. It was Harry Potter themed.
Nikki, is this your first ski trip?
Yes.
We identified each other last night as
outsiders.
2 first-time outsiders.
Yes.
You see these people, it's different because you don't know. Facebook makes it easy, and social media makes it easy to keep up with people, keep tabs on
generally,
people.
But it's not real.
But yeah, but it's
whatever people tell you is through their eyes. You don't know how you're gonna perceive things.
Dan, when I was talking to him about his kid, he's like, oh yeah, he's 5 months old. And I was like,
you're a new dad.
Yes. So this is a big weekend for me. My first weekend away. And
how old is your son?
5 months old.
5 months? I literally I thought you just had him last week. Right. How is he already 5 months?
Otis.
That's a great name.
Yeah, it's an old school name. Yeah,
it is.
He's awesome.
I understand you to be a linchpin to this entire event.
I don't think I've ever used the word linchpin in my entire life.
Well,
the last 5 years, me and him kind of put it together as far as the planning and organizing, just because that's kind of what Tyson does, and then I just kind of join right in.
So this trip this year, I knew we weren't going to get our security deposit back last year, so I made Brett put the down payment. Yeah. And now actually I'm watching Brett change from how he acted last year to how he acted this year, and I'm like, I like this a lot better. Because now you get more people that have a
skin in the game.
Yes, exactly. Because now they're not all acting like idiots like they were last year. Yeah. So it's good to share that.
Well, now you can act like an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
You had fun last night.
Yeah, I did.
You're a responsible guy, aren't you? Someone just laughed off.
Yeah.
That's a perception you give off. So
I try to maintain a level-headedness, not let myself go too much, but sometimes it gets away from me.
Now that said, you were the ringleader of an activity last night that I found amusing at first, but then ultimately found very therapeutic, and that was you discovered a sauna in one of the bathrooms at this place.
Ah, yes.
And you fired it up. What would you say your total length of time from 2:30 a.m. to like 3:15 probably?
Yeah, it was about an hour.
But that was good, right? It felt great.
Felt great for the first 10 minutes.
And then what?
And then it felt terrible.
Well, you just didn't want to leave?
No.
You just were too tired?
Just really kind of zoned out and just was feeling it.
You seem to be doing totally fine today.
Oh,
so
yeah,
do you attribute that to the sauna?
I would say that's mostly the sauna.
Mostly.
I was up at 7 a.m. ready to go.
I saw you doing calisthenics.
I got an egg bagel. I did some yoga out there. That was
totally nude out there.
Yep.
Doing a headstand.
Yeah.
That was surprising.
I think it's important to center yourself daily.
So, like, what is something that you want to do today or achieve today? Or
not to fall and break any bones. That's can be an issue sometimes, yeah. We've had we've had to run people to the emergency room a couple times in the last few years, so that is the goal.
Goal number 1.
Is no emergency rooms.
I guess to get down the hill on my snowboard without falling.
Oh, well, let's make that happen.
Okay.
Survive. Don't hurt myself out on the mountain. Don't get blackout, at least until later tonight.
Okay.
But at least enjoy the day in the sunshine.
Those seems like 3 very attainable goals.
Oh, yeah. I think I can do it.
I just want to take it all in and just enjoy the moments. It's just so much fun. This weekend is one of those weekends where I just feel it in my soul.
Good.
I love it, yeah.
So we'll check back 3 or 4 more times.
Okay.
Purely decompress and have fun with the friends.
So last year was my first time boarding in 8 years, and then I felt great. And then, surprisingly, now this year I don't know if I'm older, just a little scared. I don't know.
You're definitely older than you were last year.
Think so?
100%.
Wow.
No disrespect, baby, but that's my shit. That's my shit. That's what everybody's on the floor for singing. You may be the death of me.
Honestly, the only thing I wanted to do on this trip was go on the there's part of the mountain that I've only been on once out of the 5+ years we've been here. I didn't even know it existed until 2 years ago. And last year I did too much. I don't drink and board. Once I'm drinking too much, for me it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I don't have fun. I'm scared of falling. Right?
None of the people that you're running into are having fun out there as well.
Well,
the children on the slopes.
Yeah, if I'm hitting somebody, right. But there's a part of the mountain that I don't know that well that I've been wanting to go. So yeah.
But I know just from talking with you last night that you tend to be you're kind of not even introverted, but you don't mind alone time.
I can hang out with everybody as easy as just being I always think of scenarios in my head where it's those people that sit in prison cells all day, or they're in, they're alone, and then all of a sudden they start talking to themselves and I think about that. I'm like, I think if I ever got myself in a situation where I had to be in a cell for weeks on end and not talk to anybody,
you would talk to yourself.
I feel like I could create a pretty awesome relationship with myself.
Of course.
Yeah, I'd be a psycho to everybody else, but I feel like I'd be okay in my own little head, doing whatever I was
do you think
doing,
you would, do you think if in that position would you date you, do you think, in that position?
Fuck no.
No?
Nicole's she's a special person.
Yes.
It's his group kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a little bit different dynamic where you're trying to also meet his friends and make a good impression probably too and all that, right? So
it's hard. Because I think everybody loves Andy, and I want to be a reflection of that. I don't want them to think he picked a bad person. I just want to fit in with everybody.
I think you're doing fine. You should be confident about that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then guys bring their girlfriends, and it never really works out, to be honest. And then last year they committed all their girlfriends to come, and then all the guys said the trip wasn't happening, and so no girls came.
And then the guys all came?
Yeah.
Well, where did they say they were at?
They just told me it was a guys trip.
A work conference.
Wes, Sarah's here, and 5 other girls are here, but they all, yeah.
Has your wife had the opportunity yet?
Not yet, no, but she already planned a trip in late May to go to Florida, so that'll be my weekend to sit home with him.
Yeah, well, that'll be fun.
I'm wearing the chain. Yes.
How do you feel about the chain?
I mean, I feel pretty empowered.
Yeah, it feels good on me right now, yeah.
I really like the way it feels.
It was heavier than I thought it would be.
He's wearing the chain and not the other way around.
That's a vibe. She wanna vibe. That's a vibe. Yeah.
Talk about this look that you're wearing.
Well, this is one of my all-time faves. This Page here, the Base Nectar one. So unfortunately,
It is a free for all. You can just do whatever you want.
Should I put my glasses on, or people can see my eyes? Wait, are they bloodshot? Do I look horrible?
No, you look good. You have a natural swagger about you. Do people ever think you're cocky because of that, though?
Well, yeah, I've got a lot of enemies out there, for sure.
It's hard for me to tell. You're very deadpan, so I don't know when you're when you're full of shit or when it's hilarious. I have no idea with
I'm
you.
usually always got a little bit of shit.
It's typically, I'm the same way, so we're both kind of just talking shit. Okay. What's your role in the group generally?
I used to be like the destructive guy.
You're kind of an organizer.
Always have been, yep.
A lot of destructive things would break things, and now I've become more mature.
Do you have a specific role? Do people look to you for a certain thing, do you
I don't think so.
They do, for sure. What do you hope to achieve today?
Any ideas?
We have to establish
Figure
what
out
your
my
role
role.
is
Okay.
in the group.
What should be my goal today?
I think it's very important to get those heat shock proteins activated and
just hang out with my friend. Like I don't care about anything else really. It doesn't even matter if, like I said, I went to the store a little while ago and
That's kind of fun. Just
it
go
was
to the
just
store
fun
with
to
your
just
friend.
hang out with Red and Nicky and just have our own little, one-on-two kind of thing and just
Maintain a good buzz where I'm enjoying it to the fullest amount
That's a tricky balance.
while skiing. Yes.
While skiing, which is a balancing act in and of itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. Let's get them to call you influential.
Okay. How do I do this without saying it?
Hello, I
Use
thought
my
you were-
influence.
use your
Okay,
influence.
okay.
This
Yeah,
is gonna be-
okay, Tyson's a good one. Yeah.
So this is a fun social experiment. Tyson telling me that you're influential.
Yes.
The
Okay,
weirdest,
this
it's the
is
weirdest
better.
concept ever. We could generate drama. I could start kind of planting seeds.
Start a rumor, yeah.
Well, you know Dan. Was he in here second time already?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's
redheaded, bearded fellow with a kind of a Russian-style hat, glasses.
Get something going around.
So Ryan was just up here saying that
Dan pooped in the snow.
God, that smells good.
Dan pooped in the snow.
rumor has it if you go down to the bottom of the Black Diamond, it's picked up steam because it rolled down and now it's just massive.
God, that smells good.
Do these people not know we're trying to work on a goddamn audio production up here?
They don't care. The
No, I'm
party
joking.
doesn't stop.
No, that just adds ambiance. Are you a music fan?
Yes.
It's kind of an EDM scene.
I know. This is not what I listen to ever.
I know.
Only when I'm with these people do I ever hear this.
You smoke too far, got the mirror. Write our name in hearts, baby, I can see that you're into me. I need your touch, yeah, I need your fever. Take my broken parts, take all of me. Take all of me.
Yeah, take it all. Ain't no way I can break it off. Girl, is you really down to pay the cost? Reverse the role that you can play the boss. Already know my vision is faded. I try to evade it but can't. I know you far from insane, but I keep lying to me. Cause I've been dying to meet, and it feel like I follow you out in the street. And I promise you all that I know. Everywhere that my mind goes, elevated. Heart strong but my head faded. Way back when we first dated, I'm gone now. Had to go cause I'm on now. When my intuition got me in the mission. We see eye to eye but you ain't in my vision, oh no. I said oh no. Back in the day I used to say, a girl like you I used to pray for days for. Now I'm out here like way more.
Dan, I'm happy to see you. You look doper than you did earlier today.
I feel great. High on life, like we went down the mountain a couple times and that sucked. The lines were terrible. Like you get down the mountain, like you gotta wait 30 minutes to get back on the lift. Like what's the point? I didn't like it.
How do you go from being high on life to complaining about the wait times?
I know, isn't that weird?
I mean, it's a real question.
I don't know. The way Dan keeps talking about the lift, we were thinking about skiing later, but he says it just takes there's tons of people that's down at the end of the lift, man. You don't want to be down there. I was like,
so I guess the weights weren't that bad because I was still high on life.
Yeah, because it sounds like you guys had some interesting conversations in line.
Yeah.
You met some friends.
Yeah. So I guess waiting in line wasn't bad because you're bullshitting with friends. Yeah, it's a good time.
Oh, hype. Everybody's just getting to that point where they just don't care. They're enjoying everybody's company.
Yeah.
There's no
less filters.
Oh yeah, less filters. Yeah.
And the guys were talking about really inappropriate things. And there was an older 2 women sitting at a table, and they were listening. And this older woman was literally laughing the entire time. And
I didn't want to cause any problems. I was just vocal.
And I kept telling the guys, I'm like, you guys gotta
What?
bring it down a level because you guys are very loud, and this woman's laughing at you guys from what you're talking about. I mean, it was inappropriate, sexual things they were talking about.
I don't even know if you'd want to hear the things.
No, it's not even safe for work. It's not safe for the podcast.
How I was mixed up in the middle of this conversation, I don't know, but I always end up in those conversations.
You guys just have to fill in your imagination with it.
Yeah.
What it could be.
Yeah, and if it's on your imagination, he's probably done it or thought it. So.
Talking about anal, I'm pretty sure that's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Just some of the guys are talking about doing it and loving it. Personally, I have 0 interest on doing it or trying it. I don't get what the hype's all about there.
Enough with the rumors. JJ's not into this shit, all right? Literally, I mean, not into this shit.
0 interest.
So.
We connected. We had a good walk, and we connected.
You and your
with
boyfriend.
nature. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
There's a moment, where we were just kind of standing there, and all of a sudden the trees just kind of making sort of this whistling, and then the air was kind of coming in, and
Just to connect with nature. I feel like if you're working and living and you're busy, you don't get time to really connect with it, touch it, feel it. I think that's important.
I took my hat off and really let the air hit my head, and I was like, oh wow, man. You could feel it.
You feel alive.
You really took it in, and I looked over at her, and she was just passed up in the air, just kind of taking it in. And I was like, yeah.
Well, it was super funny because we went to the other side of the mountain, and we didn't want to wait in line. So let's just go to the bar. And it was a super long line to get on the lift. So I made a joke. So I'm going past the whole line, snowboarding. And I'm like, I'm just going to cut right in front of all you guys. Made a whole state. Yeah.
Did they
Everyone got super pissed. And I'm like, I'm just kidding. Holy cow.
Yeah.
We're just going to the bar.
A key to cutting is not making a big scene about it.
I know, but I wanted to make a big scene about it. I wanted to get a huge reaction
You
out
would
of
have thought
everyone.
they would have recognized that you were obviously trying to get a rise out of them. What's wrong with these people? They're skiers.
Right.
Though.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Skiers. Yeah.
We weren't exactly sure what your
we found out
role
my
within
role.
the group was, and you were going to go away and find your role. I was kind of pushing you to talk to other people and find it out, but you didn't have to do that because you actually
I didn't have to do any work.
What actually happened is you just became the fire keeper.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, this is a whole day of trying and failing to start a fire yesterday.
Yeah,
of all
it
the
was
dudes,
a struggle to start.
you started it, so that's clearly your role.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be in
figured
that?
it
That's
out.
an important role.
I like it. Keeping everybody warm.
It's important. You're the last one that people eat if it came down to a cannibalism situation.
Oh, so you have smoked some meats?
I have smoked meats. Yeah.
Okay. I've only been successful at a butt, which is super easy. Sarah and I both agree the pork that we do is significantly better, and I feel like it's just a waste of time, money, and energy to go to
a cannibalism situation.
Yeah. It's fun.
So are you saying that the day is progressing as you'd expect? We're about 3 p.m. at this point, so you've gotten a few runs in. You've gotten a few beers down.
Yep.
How are things?
It's progressing a lot better than I thought it would.
In terms of, what does that mean contextually?
Just high on life. Hanging out with the friends. It's just awesome.
I can't wait to reconnect with you in a couple hours.
Oh my God, yeah. Our next session's in the sauna. Our next session's in the sauna.
Ooh, this should be hitting different.
Okay, and that's where we're going to leave it, everyone. Come back on Tuesday, March 2nd, to get the remainder of this saga from this group of 30-somethings trying to find their new niche in a new world with old friends. Do we revert to cannibalism? Do we actually do an interview from the sauna? And does Mike Gorzinski ever show up? This and more on the Ski Trip Part 2, coming this upcoming Tuesday on A Talk in the Attic. Now the only job you have until that one comes out is to watch this, share it with everyone, and if you're Alex Facundo, make sure you keep your word.
And just so you know, I'll retweet the link to my 90 followers on Twitter for you.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a big number. We got 90 followers in the house. Peace out, everybody.
Oh, it's lit.
Ooh, this shit be hitting different. Chris Tonics.